All right, we head now to Abia State for the flag off of an independent power project. Well, of course, courtesy of the Afro-Exim Bank. Here is the governor of Abia State, Alex Oti.
Unfortunately stopped 2 years before by the bank that originally started the project. This bank happened to be Diamond Bank PLC. After securing approval for an $85 million facility, that is dollars, $85 million facility from First Bank of Nigeria, Geometric Power could not draw down on the facility as it had become public knowledge that I was resuming as the Group Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Diamond Bank shortly. So I resumed in Diamond Bank on March 11, 2011. I put together a team that saw to the restructuring of the challenge facility and resumed funding of the project to completion. By the time I left Diamond Bank towards the end of 2014, the 3 General Electric turbines and the 27-kilometer gas pipeline were in place, and that was 2014. A combination of factors, including ownership tussle of the Aba ring fence, sale of the oil block where the feed gas was going to come from to a new investor, and additional funding challenges conspired to delay project delivery for close to 10 years. On assumption of office, May 29, 2023, my team and I quickly folded our sleeves and started working with Geometric to resolve the gas supply problem by directly interfacing with top management of NNPC. And today, we have gas flowing to the turbines. Just as recorded in the scriptures in Romans chapter 8, verse 28, all things work together for good to them that love God. I'm therefore pleased that 14 years down the line, God arranged everything such that the final resolution of all the issues and the firing of the turbines would happen when he had handed over the mantle of stewardship to me as the governor of this state. May his name be glorified. I consider it appropriate to acknowledge the efforts of former Governor Orji Uzokalo, who gave the initial waivers to Geometric, thereby partially de-risking the transaction. If those waivers were not in place, I'm not too sure that as a banker, I would have touched it. I thank especially the Obio Furniture, who is here today, Igwe Alfred Ndemeka Achebe, CFR, who was the chairman of Diamond Bank at the time, and who played a significant role in the resolution of the ownership tussle of the ring fence island. I cannot fail to recognize Professor Oke Orama, the president of Afro-Exim Bank, who got his bank to support the project with the required funding to get to the last mile. Many thanks to engineer Mele Kari, who is also seated here, the group managing director of NNPC, who allowed us to bother him, put him under pressure to resolve the gas supply issues. This city is very pivotal to the economic trajectory of Nigeria and West Africa region. And I knew for a fact that if we got the fundamentals right, Aba would not just be a city that makes millionaires of dreamers, it will become a land of solutions to the many socioeconomic problems that assail us, including worrisome levels of youth unemployment and pervasive poverty. My faith in Aba as an economic powerhouse meant that when I first saw the proposal for the Geometric Integrated Power Plant, I knew I had to be involved immediately, because if just 50% of what had been proposed could be achieved, the industrial output from this great city and these environs will triple, and millions of new jobs will be created directly and indirectly in the short to medium term. We have therefore gathered to celebrate the actualization of lofty dream, the beginning of a new epoch, and the reaffirmation of our limitless abilities as a people. Certainly, the success of this power project will not just validate my unyielding belief in Aba, but will send a clear signal to local and international investors that Aba is open for business. The onus is now on us to pay our electricity bills, just like the Honorable Minister has said, as and when due. There must be no attempt to sabotage the revenue flow to the company, because projects like this require steady cash flow for effective operations, including payment for gas supplies. Community leaders must also work closely with security agents to guard against any form of vandalization of critical supply or distribution infrastructure, either for reasons of criminality or willful sabotage. On its part, the business division of Geometric must consistently guard against any form of customer extortion under whatever guise. I am glad to learn that the company had recently embarked on mass metering of households and business premises. It is my wish that the initiative is sustained until every customer gets a meter to gauge and manage their electricity consumption. Furthermore, standard practice with respect to customer protection, as spelled out in the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, Customer Protection Regulation 2023 must apply across service frontiers. Customer disconnection, meter reading billing, management resolution of complaints. It must be borne in mind at all times that the customer is king, especially in these economically challenging times. Your position as a monopoly within your operational area would, in the medium to long term, either become a door opener to other equally strategic markets or a burden that will hurt the company's capacity to expand to new frontiers. The choice is yours to make, but I am of the view that if you serve Aba right through quality service delivery, wallet-friendly billing, and responsiveness to customer complaints, the sky will simply be your starting point. As a government and partner, we shall offer every necessary support to guarantee the success of this project, because so much depends on it. My doors will remain open to engage and listen to you. I'm also certain that other body of stakeholders, including landlords, business and community leaders, will never withhold their cooperation if efforts are made to build faith and trust in your business model. My message to Geometric Power and its subsidiaries is that their investments are very safe in Abia State and will be profitable in the long run, because Aba has always rewarded industry and innovation. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I conclude just as I started on a note of gratitude. Aba is grateful. Abians are excited and optimistic. My promise is that events like this will now become more regular in the light of our ongoing discussions with several local and international investors. So we are just getting started. In no distant time, Umuahia and the environs will hear from us as we are working on a solution for them. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for the honor of your presence in Abia State today. I wish you journey mercies as you return to your various destinations, and see you at the next commissioning. God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the talk and do Governor, His Excellency Governor Alex Choma Oti. What an amazing speech. I'll hand over to my colleague, Mr. Tony Abba Anyim, Mr. Democracy. He will be bringing up the Vice President, Mr. Vice President.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me very quickly, without wasting further time, invite to the podium Enyindibo, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Kashim Shettima, GCON, to address it.
No. Welcome, sir.
You can sit down, please. Igbo kwenu. Igbo kwenu. Igbo kwenu. Abia maman. Abiyama manu. Abama manu. Your Excellency, the Governor of Abia State, Dr. Alex Otti, and his beautiful wife, Lady Priscilla Chidima Otti, due to paucity of time, I crave your indulgence to recognize the established protocol, the founder of Geometric, our senators, the deputy governor, our religious leaders, and of course, our Ben Orama and Mele Polo Kyari. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, this project bears testimony to the power of dreams. Dreams, when persisted, are capable of turning into realities. And it equally bears testament to the fact that where there is a will, there is a way. When I met Professor Bad Naji about 2 weeks ago, I was curious to ask him how old he is. Said he's 67. It was amazing. He was looking like an 80-year-old man. The wear and tear, the ebbs and flows, the frustrations that he bore for the past 20 years took a very heavy toll on him. But here it is, we are about to commission this game-changing project. And I bring you glad tidings from His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. He is mightily proud of the completion of this project, and he is equally mightily proud of Professor Bad Naji. Martin Luther King said, the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands at times of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of conflict and controversy. There is one Nigerian that has always stood by the Nigerian nation in all circumstances with no strings attached to, who has fiercely identified with the Nigeria project. This is about the second time I am meeting him in person, but he has always been in my prayers. Professor Ben Orama. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, let's stand up and give a standing ovation to this great son of Africa. You can sit down, please. Ben Orama is a quintessential African patriot who has used his platform not for personal aggrandizement, but for the advancement of the cause of the black man. Leadership is very crucial in our African setting. As the late Chinua Achebe rightly captured, the problem of Nigeria is purely and essentially that of leadership. And he said, our only guarantee against the worst ravages of a corrupt government is a vigilant populace that knows its rights and concern and say no to sacrilege. And today in Aba, we saw testimony to good leadership. I saw the outpouring of emotion, of love, and support for Dr. Alex Otti. I was privileged to commission the Hospital Road, the Jubilee Road, and the Emoba Road on behalf of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Your Excellency, posterity will be very kind to you. Keep the flag flying, keep up the good works. Long live Geometric Power Services. Long live Abia State. Thank you and God bless you all.
Stand back. Move this way. I told you before. I will have to push. Out of this way now. I'm responsible for the safety of this site. I'm not going to say it too many times. Move.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Let them come away. Excuse me. Get a helmet for the minister. I want to run to that side. You. Get the helmet. Excuse me. Excuse me. Get a helmet for the minister of power. Collect that helmet.
Move this way again. You will all get
Excuse me. Get a helmet for the minister.
I'm not angry, but I'm responsible for the safety.
You are responsible. Get a helmet.
All right?
Please step back. Please.
Where Theophilus? And the fine Chomo interviewed the African president. Where Theophilus? See, I'm here. I don't tell him, he say the final level. How you go take it as the president?
You're watching Arise News live coverage of the geometric power plant, the 188 megawatts power plant that's just been commissioned in Aba, southeast Nigeria. Of course, we've been live on this event. You heard earlier from the Abia State Governor, His Excellency Alex Oti, who spoke at the start of the unveiling of this very important energy facility that is built in the southeast Nigeria. Of course, it was conceptualized. The geometric power plant, which is an independent power plant, was conceptualized some 20 years ago and was now being fully commissioned. It's a multi-million-dollar facility which was designed to power one of Nigeria's largest economic industrial state and the city of Aba and the environs. I will also share part of the power plant output to neighboring states in the southeast Nigeria as well. And this is a gas-fired power plant, and it's now been officially unveiled and commissioned and ready to go into a business. This is another major historic day for Nigeria. The geometric power plant was one of the first independent conceptualized power plants in Nigeria just about 2 decades ago, and now is being officially unveiled and ready to supply critical energy or electricity to one of Nigeria's largest market, which is the area market, southeast Nigeria. This particular power plant, of course, as you may know, would also be very critical to Nigeria's economic industrialization effort of the current administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So this commissioning today, which had the Vice President Shetima, was also very critical to part of Nigeria's effort to industrialize and use energy as a critical sector, a power or engine to achieve that. Of course, this will be welcomed by everyone. If you've been online, you've seen comments and how important this particular geometric power plant is to the southeast Nigeria, one of Nigeria's hub for small and medium enterprises, and not just in that state, but of course the other states, such as Anambra State and a few others as well. Arise News is live in Aba, that's around the industrial layout where this particular power plant, which is independently produced with financing from different sources in the banking sector, across other sources that has been put together to get this plant up to this point, and it's now ready to open for business. Years ago, the geometric power plant had installed electricity poles, and it has industrial layout where folks were ready to tap into this power plant, which was delayed. Now that has been put in history, and now a big giant step is being taken forward by Nigeria, and it shows how the private sector can actually pitch into and be the engine of development for the power sector. And this is one testimony of how much the private sector can achieve in Nigeria's energy space, and this has been proved by geometric power plant by putting this multi-million-dollar facility there. The power plant also have a residential estate for workers. It also has a number of other facilities in there, not just a plant, but it's a combination of both officials who will be within the power plant and those who are working, engineers and a few others within the power plant. But this is a gas power plant, which is put in Aba geometric power plant, and Nigeria is making that history today.